Hey everyone, here's our sprint release video for the digital experience conversion team for August the 25th. I'm going to hand this off to Jess to get going and we can go from there.
Thanks. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. The first thing I want to point out, this sprint is finally got around to finishing this like campus first education page user research, and I put together this readout that I would love people to take a look at, just kind of breaking down really quickly. It's only like 8 pages and some of them are just title pages. Things that are happening on these pages that could use an update, and it's just one part of a bigger look at those 2 pages and what we might be able to do with them in the future. And then also, there were a couple updates to the commit page, new sections, things like that, photos that needed updating, added informational frames around the pricing page, which I can also show maybe. Yep. I think this is going to be an A/B test in the future. Just these little great for small business or great for enterprise, just kind of calling out each tier. And then lastly, there were some updates to the hero section of the install page, mostly just like type in links, and that's it for me for this sprint, and I'll pass it to Tyler.
Yeah, super simple for me. My time was eaten up entirely by fixing the Google Tag Manager in the signup flow. They added a new like company information page to that flow, which did not have the Google Tag Manager stuff. And then I've just been like shepherding the merger. It's been for external reasons from other team, like the merge request process in the product, like basically broke a whole bunch of times for other things, and like I got to experience all of them, and then like troubleshoot that alongside the people who were also troubleshooting that. So that's been most of my sprint, and then spent some time like merge request review, like chatting with people, getting other folks up to speed, like working with Javi on getting up to speed on data layer changes that are on the list as well. So that's it for me.
Go to Megan.
Yeah, in this iteration, a bunch of commit updates, still wrapping them up, but they should be all pushed by today, end of the day. A few broken links I fixed on the pricing premium and the feature comparison pages. The Y premium and ultimate pages, we updated their H1 tag and page title to do better SEO wise. And then one thing I was excited about was the Marketo form fallback state. Previously, I think a few weeks ago, Marketo was down and our forms, like just they weren't there, but it still said like all fields required and fill out this form, stuff like that. So now if there is an error that comes from Marketo, we'll show like a message to the user saying like, hey, there's something wrong here. So I think we just cleaned up that experience much better. Next is Elise.
Yes. Okay. This spring I had less issues and merge, but they were more complex or with more problems. First, I update the H1 class. The tag was correct, but the class needed to be changed. Another one was the pill buttons iteration. It comes from a Boolean parameter to a string options. There are no 3 options, 3 styles. And the problem with this is right now I'm helping to get released the components, because the components were in a bunch of updates from the Sleepers repo, but I forget to install it. So the library can export and right now the components cannot be used in the viewers experience repo. So right now I'm doing the publish, release, and upgrading process by myself. I'm not sure if I need some approval. It's just publish the components that are made, but this is the the trouble right now. And I also update the hero section in the install page. We detect update. We detect some type the type elements. Some elements in the type component, maybe we'll need a issue to fix some letter spacing. And maybe it will be a future issue. We update links, analytics, and implement the new site navigation. And also the problem was I detect some and resolve some style problems because not complex, but a special background style for a shirt. But it right now is resolved. That's it. And I start the iCode iteration proposal that will be fixed and do it in the next iteration. So I think that's it. Next is Dennis, but Dennis is not here. So
Yeah, I think that's it for this sprint release.